typically when parents, caretakers get sick, you call to see a doctor, and the only time they can see you is when it's not convenient for you. And for me, it's when I will be in carpool line. They'll say, oh yeah, we can get you in at 3. Does that work? No, I'm stuck in that horrible line. How am I supposed to wait here in this carpool line and see you? So Dr. James is here, right?
Yes.
To tell us about his exciting business and how being a concierge physician has taken over and changed the way that you're treating patients, and really the convenience of it all, and giving patients the care they need at the time that they need it, that works for them, is making all the difference in the world. So thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me on the show, and that's exactly right. You know, traditional medicine it's broken, it's fragmented. Insurance, third-party payers have taken over the system. Prices are going up, insurance premiums are going up. Face-to-face time with your doctor has never been lower. The national average is about 8 minutes. You can't get in to see your doc. Typically, a family medicine doctor, you'll have to wait 6 to 8 weeks to see your family doc, and 8 to 12 weeks to see a specialist. So we've changed all that with Diamond Physicians, and we really wanted to kind of reinvigorate that patient-physician relationship, that bond that back in the 50s and the 60s,
right.
That's what medicine was all about. It was about taking care of people. It wasn't about reimbursements, third-party payers, and that's what Diamond Physicians is all about.
I love it. Okay, so tell me, how does it work? So let's say I'm involved in this group, and I have what I feel like is strep throat.
Perfect example. So we've simplified everything. We've gone back to a membership-based model. So just like your health club or your gym membership, clients pay a monthly fee. Kids start at $45 a month. Adults start at
$45 a month for my kids.
That's right.
And no
includes
copay?
No copay, unlimited visits, no copay, 24/7 access. So you can call your physician 24 hours a day. You can email me. Weekends.
So none
holidays.
of this. We use a lot of the after hours places on the weekends because, of course, at 5 o'clock on Friday is when someone's spiking a fever, or you feel like something's going on. So it's either the urgent care or going to the ER,
which is even worse.
Forget
it. So yes, you call your doc. We meet you at one of our locations. We have a location in the Preston Center here in Dallas, and then one in Frisco that just opened 3 months ago. And we take care of you, and it's the same doc every time, so you have that continuity of care. It's a beautiful system. It saves the entire healthcare system money. It saves clients, the consumers, money, and our physicians have a better quality of life. So I call it a triple win.
So as far as getting in touch, what do you do? How do you? You don't just show up. Like, what do you text the doctor?
You can text, you can email, we can Skype or FaceTime. We have all these different modalities that make it simple for you to contact your doctor.
So you can FaceTime your doctor?
Absolutely.
So, okay, let's go back to that. So I feel like last week I felt like I had an ear infection. I would FaceTime you, I would text you and say, hey, Dr. James.
Let's use your strep throat example, because that's a perfect one that I actually just had. So your 2-year-old you think she has strep. Okay, so I ask you 5 simple questions because we always want to practice evidence-based medicine. Does she have a fever? Is she under the age of 12? Yes. Look at her throat. Is there little white spots on the back? Those are called exudates. Touch her throat. Does it hurt? Tender adenopathy. And has she had any sick contacts? Then take a picture of the back of her throat. Send it to me. I look at it, and with those 5 questions, I can actually tell you with 95% certainty, yay or nay. So you don't have to come in and get a strep test because per the center score, which is evidence-based medicine, if certain questions are answered yes, then I'm going to treat her with antibiotics anyways. So I call it in, you get out of the carpool line, you go to the pharmacy, pick up your prescription.
Straight, right.
That's it.
And it's totally seamless.
It's seamless.
It's
efficient.
We were talking before we started taping about the time is money, and taking the whole family then to the doctor and waiting, and then you're exposing them to other things while you're at the doctor because you've got these 2 other healthy kids. In my situation, it would be 3 kids.
Right.
Then it's a disaster. Then you're into dinner time. It's a mess.
And if you do need to come into the office, there's no wait. We have a very quaint reception area because we only see 1 client at a time.
My kids this morning on the way here, I was taking them to school, and they said, who are you going to be visiting with today? So we were talking about this, and they said, we don't understand. There's not a waiting room. You don't have to wait. They were so blown away by the entire concept because what they're used to now is that we're going to go, we're going to wait, you're going to sit there, and it's just exactly what you said. You see your doctor for about a couple of minutes, and then everyone's rushing and you're on to the next thing. So they had so many questions about the experience.
Yeah. Well, in traditional medicine, just like you said, you go to the waiting room and you might wait for 30 or 40 minutes. Then you get taken back to a cold, dark, sterile exam room and wait for another 20 or 30 minutes. You poke your head out of the room. Where's the doc? The nurse says, get back in there. He or she is coming. It'll be in a minute. And then they walk in and you get about 7 or 8 minutes. They write you a script and they're gone. Now your questions were answered. Our system is completely different. I greet my clients in the reception area. We go back to my own personal office. We sit, we chat, establish rapport, figure out what's going on for the day. Then we go to the exam room. We do my exam, come back to the office and recap, determine a plan of action so that we can actually optimize health and get you where you need to be.
I think it's so brilliant. Okay, so you're opening facilities like this. More, you have Dallas and Frisco, and what's the plan for other places?
I've got a wonderful physician flying in on Sunday, and we're going to look at South Lake. Then we're also looking at Rockwall. So our next location will probably be either in South Lake or Rockwall. We do have plans to expand nationwide. We are the first concierge medicine franchise in the country. So we've built this model to scale because our mantra is to provide affordable health care for every U.S. citizen. And it's something that everybody needs. Everybody needs health care, and right now the system is so broken that we have to change.
And I think it's everyone needs health care, but everyone needs health care now.
Right.
Now. It's not, like you said, I mean, I'll call and I'll say, oh, something's not right. Great, we can get you in 6 weeks, especially if it's that specialist. What? In 6 weeks, my leg's going to be off. I mean, my knee hurts today.
We have a specialist program where we've actually contracted with a company called Rubicon MD, where I can have a specialist consult for you in 12 hours. Now it's virtual, but that's better than 8 to 12
virtual. I
weeks.
can do it in the Carpool line.
And you could.
Right? Okay, so we were talking about flu shots, and Sarah, you come over here. Okay, so you haven't seen flu yet, right?
No, I haven't had any flu positives yet, but I do recommend going ahead and getting the flu shot.
Okay, this is Sarah.
Hi, everybody. What do you want me to stand here?
Come in.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so Sarah, her son, Caleb, precious Caleb, right, sees Dr. James.
Yes, he does.
And what were you saying about Dr. James and shots? And
so we are so excited to be a part of the Diamond Physician family. And let me tell you, I was that mom that was taking my son to the ER for a splinter. First child, of course, don't judge. Something's wrong with him and he needs to be seen. Of course, it's at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, where urgent care isn't even an option. So I was taking him routinely to the ER. This is my first baby, something's wrong with him. And to have that mommy guilt of I'm not taking him in because of the expensive copay with the ER, this is completely taken over our lives, where I have access to Dr. James and I can just call, text him middle of the night, even if it's 2 a.m.
Right.
Something's wrong with Caleb.
Wow.
Put Caleb on the phone, FaceTime with Dr. James,
And
no matter
Caleb
what time.
loves him.
Loves Dr. James. Absolutely loves Dr. James. And even with flu shots coming up, he's like, will Dr. James hold my hand? It's not, no, I'm not getting a flu shot. It's, will Dr. James hold my hand? So I could just cry. He's amazing. Dr. James is amazing. So
Well,
thank you so much.
I can't wait to introduce Dr. James to my family.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to meet
And
him.
our friends, because I think what you're doing, you're so on. Sorry, you say.
You want me to stay?
Stay. You can stay. Visit. I just think the topic is so timely, and in a time when everyone's busy, it's almost like you're respecting families and you're making family time and work time a priority.
Absolutely.
And saying we're gonna be there for you when you need us, and go on and finish your own business and kind of just work us in at your time.
Yeah, your time is extremely valuable, and your family's health is the most important thing. It's something that we don't respect until it's gone, but we want people to be more proactive about their health. We want you to come in 2, 3, 4 times a year just to get your blood pressure checked. Let's check your cholesterol. Let's see how you're doing. Let's not wait once a year or once every 2 or 3 years to see your family doc. So we're changing the way you look at healthcare delivery systems. Right now, the current system, if you're not sick, you don't go see your doc. And your doctor has no incentive to keep you healthy because they're churning insurance claims. It's a volume-based model, so they have to keep seeing more and more patients to make money. And reimbursements are going down, so they see more and more patients. We've totally wiped that to the side. We charge a monthly membership fee. So our revenue streams are constant, and it's customer-based. So I don't do a good job, you're going to go somewhere else. So we've incentivized, we've aligned with our clients. We have the same purpose. The better job I do, the better job I take care of you, the more efficient my business runs.
And we're going to tell all of our friends.
And that's what it's all about.
Perfect. Well, we are so glad that you're here today. Thank you for taking the
thanks for having
time.
me on the show.
You're going to come back. We're going to talk about heart health
Absolutely.
and all of these other fun topics, but we
How
just
to keep the mommies healthy
How to-
and the kids, the
Yes,
whole
yes.
family.
not sweating it out and stressed
Yes.
out in carpool line. Maybe some tools there. We were talking about exercising in the morning. You need to go on an empty tummy. So we'll talk about some nutrition and some other fun things, but thank you for your expertise and information, and I
Thank you so
can't wait
much.
to introduce you to my family.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yay. Thank you. We'll be back with Carpool Convo after these messages.